top as well. Megluppy and Steen still open. But we've also got the likes of Estimats and Humberstone nipping at the heels. The likes of Estimats on 49 and Humberstone on 40. Delangate is on 34 points. So even though it is, just under 30 points deficit, it can all change. It can all happen. It only takes one racer to make one little mistake, and the season is just thrown into contention. So as we are joining the dark night skies of Bahrain for the qualifying session, it's going to be epic, epic, epic. Now, the big thing about Bahrain is it's a cold qualifying session and a warm race. So this could be a bit of a... exactly what happens here. Just waiting for the first racers to come out of the garages and see who it is. They're probably getting the setups done, choosing the tyres. Now, if you were joining us on the hot laps edition that preceded this qualifying session, I was joined by the Warislander. He took us round for a trip around Bahrain, a bit of an insight into the circuit itself, what we should expect, and as we can see from what Warislander did with us, it is a very tricky circuit. Coming onto the circuit itself, 3 DRS zones today. There's no bog-off DRS zones. They're all independent DRS zones, each their individual detection and activation zones. Who's the first? It may be one of the Mercs coming out. Oh no, maybe the Ferrari. Oh, Force India's got out as well. Right, so Toro Rosso, I think it is. Yep, so we are on with Biofreak. He's the first out of the garage, closely followed by what I believe is Tony Y. So we've got Biofreak coming out on hards. Looks like Tony Y just behind him. Let's just see if that is Tony Y. I think it is, yep, Tony Y on softs, yep. So Tony Y's come out on softs for some reason. Not sure why that, because from previous races, it's going to be medium to hard. It's going to be a one-stop race. So maybe Biofreak is just choosing to do a warm-up on his hard, get a feel for the circuit, get his rhythm. Or we could be seeing something totally different, and he's trying to set a fast lap on the hards because he wants to be on the mediums on the last part of the race on the faster, softer rubber. So, as always, this could be tactics in play, or it very well could just be a warm-up lap for Biofreak, but we will soon see. Absolute fantastic circuit this, really tricky though, throws up a lot of curveballs. Just watching Biofreak now come down between turns 13 and 14. Towards this end of this straight, you get the DRS detection zone for the hump finish straight. Staying clear of that curve on the right hand side, it is quite a hump curve on the right there. So DRS opens up, and we'll see what Biofreak can do on his first hot lap. Tricky corner there. Really, really, if you get it wrong on turn 1, it throws you out for turn 2, and then the corner of turn 3 is really, really bad. Just tackling turn 4 now. Coming down, you get the S curves of 5, 6 and 7. Really tight to the corner this. Coming down towards a heavy braking zone turn 8. And here we come, we are approaching now the trickiest corner of the circuit of 9 and 10. Adverse camber, heavy braking, really tight turn. As long as you don't count the home finish straight as the last or the first, let's say. Just coming down now between turn 13 and 14. Let's see what Biofreak can do. Tony Y still on his heels. He's on the softer tyre as well. And he comes across the line on a 129. Tony Y beats him with 128.413. Who else is on a fast lap? Nick, there you go with a 131.103. Meglupi slots into third place with a one. Oh no, he's been knocked out by Mr. Steen, a 129.589. So I spoke too soon there. Tynus is just starting his fast lap. So with our new driver Matty, welcome to Matty to the league, who's setting his stamp on the road straight away with a 129.669. So fair play to our new racer Matty. So great stuff from our new driver, formerly let's call him YNWA and Matty UTM. Not sure what that stands for, but again, welcome Matty and welcome to Invictus Racing League Formula 2. It's great to have you here. Hopefully we will see you have an awesome race. Look forward to seeing it, buddy. So Captain Stiff is still in the garage. As we see Tynus, the two Williams racing together. The front Williams of Steen is on the hards. And Tynus is on the mediums. So it looks like Tynus is the first person, other than Tony Y, excuse me, decide to set a fast lap on a softer compound tyre than the hards. I would like to think Tony Y could do faster than the 128.413 on the softs, but we'll soon see. Just coming through sector 3 for Tynus, coming down the home finish straight. We'll see what he can do. And he's coming back in. And the Warriors Lander on the hard tyres. Coming through sector 2. Oh, bit of a lock up there for the Warriors Lander. Not what you want to do on your fast lap. DRS opens up. Let's see what he can do. He comes across on a 129.599 and slots into 5th place. Steen's down on his previous time. I think he's backed out there. Or is it still lock up? We'll soon see. He's still going for it. Going through the tricky turn of 9 and 10. So I'm not sure if guys are just setting fast, comfortable warm-up laps on the hards, or whether they're deciding to actually start the race on the hards. It's been really interesting to find out exactly what happens towards the last 6 minutes of qualifying, whether everyone's just getting the feel for the circuit or whether the majority decided to stay on the hards. Watch him come across on it. Yeah, he is coming in. He is coming in. So, Wiselander's down. Garage. Meglup is down also. Let's not stick with Meglup because he was down 6 seconds there, so I can't see Meglup doing a fast lap on those. Let's just ride on board with Nick. He's just navigating sector 2, second DRS zone. Coming down towards turn 11. Tricky corner this actually. Just gets the apex perfectly right there. As always, Nick is riding no assist this season. And I'll admit, it's a very difficult circuit to be riding no assist. Really is tricky. He's aborted that one. I think Wiseland will be coming in. Sorry, guys. Let me stay down. He's in sector 2. Oh, bit of a slide there as he came into that corner. This is what he does when he comes to the checkpoint at the end of sector 2, and he's up. Yeah, he's up. He's up by 3/10. So it looks like this is a very fast lap for the Wiselander. Fantastic stuff from him. Racing down towards turn 14. It is a short sector, is sector 3. I'll say short, it's fast. What does he do? And he goes second fastest with a 129.243. So fantastic for the Warislander on those hard tyres. Absolute brilliant stuff. Who else we got? Meglupi. I think Meglupi will be coming in. Yeah, he's down to 0 on the IRS deployment. Who else have we got? MJ Coupe. I think he's on an outlap surely because he's got no ERS deployment. Tynus and Captain Stiff still get to set laps. So we're watching Coupe navigate turn 14. Way down on the expected time. Is he coming in? Yeah, he's coming in. So, Tony Y. Looks like he's done fresh softs. So Tony Y is not confident for the harder tyres starting off. I think he needs these track plan for the taking positions at first or getting a lead and then going on to the hard tyres maybe. But yeah, he's not confident starting on the medium or the hards. He's gone for the soft. So very interesting from Tony Y, the only racer other than Tynus that chose the softer compounds of tyre. So the likes of Tony Y in the racing point is currently last in the constructors along with Tanker 903. So they're hoping for some decent points. They're only 3 points behind the Mercedes. So yeah, they'll probably do jump a position shortly because we have lost the likes of Colin J, who I believe was in the Mercedes. So unfortunately we have lost Colin for the rest of the season for personal reasons. All the best to Colin J. We really hope to see him racing again next season. So if you're listening to Colin J, speedy recovery, my mate, and I hope to see you next season in Formula 2. You'll be sorely missed, my friend. So running down the order, we've got Tony Y provisionally on pole with a 128.413. Biofreak, who set a 128.535 on the medium tyres. We've got the Warislander, who's been knocked down to P3 on a 129.243 on the hards. From now on, everyone I mentioned is on hards. So Meglupi 129.4, Delange 129.5, Mr. Steen 129.5, MJ Coupe in 7 129.6, the new driver Matty 129.6, Tanker 903 129.6, Ike's Fun 129.9, and our reigning champion Nick on a 130.374. Still waiting for the likes of Captain Stiff and Tynus to come out the pit and set fast laps. Everyone else is in the pit apart from Tanker 903 and Ike's Fun. Let's go with Ike's Fun. I think he's setting a fast lap. He's up nearly a second. Just under a second, yeah, he is. Ike's Fun goes P3 with a 128.832. Absolute fantastic stuff on those medium tyres. It would be expected on the softer, middle soft compound tyre. So yeah, looking pretty there for Ike's Fun. Will that kick the rest of the field into choosing the medium compound tyre? We will soon see. Warislander still in the pit. Meglupi has come out. He has got the... there you go, guys. Now changed to the fitted. Everyone has now changed to the medium tyre. This is going to be very interesting to see exactly what happens with these medium tyres. The track has rubbered in. It is much more trackier than before. Much grippier. Let's see what happens. And the closing 3.5 minutes, or just over 3.5 minutes of this qualifying session. These guys are looking quite bunched up, actually. You've got the likes of Meglupi on the back of Ike's Fun. Yeah, I think he's moved to the side. Yeah, he has moved to the side. That's fine. I was scared there that Ike's Fun would hold up Meglupi, who's on his outlap, but he got aside really professionally, so fair play to Ike's Fun. Let's just see who else we've got. We might be setting a fast lap. Meglupi. Now towards 14, I believe. Yep, so Meglupi. Yeah, so Meglupi will be the next guy to set a fast lap, I believe. I may have this wrong. Let's go back to Nick. Yeah, I'd say Nick and Tanker. Yeah, Nick and Tanker are the next one. So Tanker's second. Nick's the first person to set it. So he's up half a second, is Nick. Just on board with him, watching what he does throughout sector 2. Tricky turn 10. DRS opens. Racing down towards turn 11. And this is a tricky section. It looks like a hard braking, but you've got to keep the speed up as much as possible for this S-bend section. Coming to that turn where you've got to keep off that right curb, it goes quite wide, does keep clear. Seeing exactly what happens as he comes towards sector 3. Racing down towards turn 14. Fake temps, I reckon. Where's he going to slot in? Just behind Meglupi, I think. Oh, in front. Oh, nice lap from our reigning champion, Nick there. 129.020. Almost dead. Meglupi. Who was the next one? Sector 3. That looks like it is. Oh, yeah, Tony Y in sector 3. Coming down towards turn 14. Can he improve on his lap? He's gone back out and fresh soft, so it looks like he's going for a softer strategy. This could be up. This could very well be up on his time he's already set. Yeah, it is. It's up nearly half a second. So stonking lap from Tony Y, who does an almost 28 dead. It was 5,000 a second slower than a 128 dead. So fair play to him. We've got sector 3 there. So MJ Coupe. Let's see what MJ Coupe can do on those fresh mediums. Just coming through sector 3 now. Should be racing down towards turn 14. He comes across the line with a 128.640. Fair play to Coupe there. Absolute blistering lap. On board with our new racer Matty. Let's just see what he can do. He's sitting down in P11 at the minute, so he wants to get a stonking lap in now. Great throttle control from Matty there. Looks a bit slow actually, unfortunately for Matty. Yeah, he's down. He's down by 17,000 of a second. He's right on board with Meglupi now, sitting in P5, coming to the end of sector 3, just about to finish his lap. Oh, he gets no, he's not. He's got out of the way. That was a Force India of Tony Y. It is up 2.5 tenths. Let's see what he can do. Can he improve? He can. He can improve. He's broken the 128, but he's used up 2 race tyre life of the tyres by going fast twice. So he's done a 127.858, but he's taken out 2 tyre life of them, 2 lap life of them tyres. So yeah, not sure what he wants to achieve by that, because he's going to be having to stop pretty short on those soft tyres. You probably only get lap 6, lap 7 at a push. You've taken 2 race laps out of those tyres, so unfortunate strategy, I think, for Tony Y, but could be proven wrong. We'll soon see. The timer's gone to 0. Yeah, Coupe's not going fast. Was that Mr. Steam that just went fast there? Someone knocked someone down and I missed it, guys. I think yeah, it was Mr. Steam went faster with a 128.426, splitting the racing points or racing force cars. Anyone else? I think Matty, has he gone for another one? No, he's gone down to 0. So it looks like that is your qualifying session finished. So it's Tony Y on pole there. So fair play to Tony Y, absolute stonking lap on those soft tyres, 127.858. Mr. Steam in P2. Tanker 93 in P3, Biofreak in P4, the Wires on in P5, Tinus in P6, MJ Coupe in P7, Delange in P8, Meglupi in P9, Ixfun in P10, Nick in 11, Matty, our new driver, in 12, and Captain Stiff in P13. Fantastic there. So let's just go to best fitted tyres. So there you go. Everyone from Tony Y down to Ike's Fun will be setting, starting the Grand Prix on the tyres you see on the graphic now. Nick, Matty and Captain Stiff can choose exactly what tyre they want to start their race on. There you go. P1 for Tony Y. Brilliant helmet design from Tony Y there. Very Senna-esque. Absolutely love it. So there you go, guys. That's your qualifying session for the Bahrain Grand Prix, round 9, Invictus Racing League Form 2 Performance. Done and dusted, and very shortly we'll be moving on to the feature race. Wow, I can't wait for this. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. So we've got like Tony Y on softs, and Tynus also on softs. Interesting strategy from these two, because they're going to have to stop pretty soon. I really wonder what they're going to do. Are these the guys that we're doing 2-stop, do you think? Really interesting. Can't wait to find out exactly what they go on. So unfortunately we've only got 13 races today. We have lost a couple of races for the remainder of the season. We have gained a new racer in Matty, YNWA and Matty UTM. But the reduced numbers of races does not mean we're going to get less action. It's always brilliant in Formula 2. Absolute fantastic racing. We always get a good race. Normally very clean races. Firm but fair, and it's going to be exciting stuff. I cannot wait to see what happens once we get after the formation lap and we get into lap 1. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. I'm so excited. So just waiting for everyone to get ready to make their way to the grid. Once everyone is there, we will start the formation lap. For anyone who's new to esports or new to Formula 1, the formation lap is pretty imperative to a good start. Warming the tyres up, keeping the brake pressure on. A lot of people do cross pedal, acceleration and braking to keep the brakes nice and warm. That's so that when they do start the Grand Prix, they do start the race, racing down to turn 1, the brakes have a little bit of temperature. It gets them stopped quicker. There you go, everyone's lined up, about to start the formation lap. So as we see Tony Y lead away, straight away guys weaving. Now Tony Y won't have to weave as much. He's on the soft tyre. They retain much better heat than the guys to the rear that have got the medium tyre on. So you might not see Tony Y weaving as much. The soft tyre is much easier to warm up as well. So by the time he gets past turn 1, simply going through turns 2 and 3, I'm going to put heat into those tyres. So he's not got to worry too much about the heat of those tyres. Everyone else on those medium tyres, let's just see what everyone's decided to go on. So yeah, Nick has gone for hards, Matty's gone for mediums, and Captain Sif's gone for hards. So yeah, the 3 drivers on the grid that were able to choose their tyre, that's the choices they've made. So I would imagine Nick and Captain Stiff will go on to mediums once they pit. The likes of Matty UTM, he will go on to hards once he pits, I imagine. Can't see him doing anything other than that. It is generally a one-stop strategy here. But the likes of Tynus Opton on the softs and Tony Y, I think they're going to have to go for 2-stop. I could be wrong. They could try and ike those tyres out to maybe 10 laps. But by doing that, they're going to be susceptible to overtakes in the first, second and third laps. So yeah, of course, Tony Y and Tynus, if they do go hard straight away, They take so much life out of those soft tyres on that heavy fuel load. So yeah, this is the things that all come into strategy. The likes of Steen, Tanker, Biofreak, Warislander, Coupe, Delange, Meg and Ixfun, they're all on the medium tyre, probably the optimal strategy. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see this, guys, really is. So this start. So just waiting for the last of the races to form at the rear of the grid, and we'll see these beautiful red lights coming up. We've got 1 light, and 2, 3 and 4, 5 red lights, and they're out and away we go. It's a brilliant start for Tony Y. Obviously on the soft tyre, it's going to be really good. But we've got all the races now. Try to take position, looking for a gap down to turn 1, and we've got Tony Y just sweeping around the outside. As you see, Biofreak trying. Oh, Mr. Steen's up at P1. He's gone around the outside of Tony Y, and Mr. Steen up into P1. So brilliant move from Mr. Steen. Just seeing the guys who's trying to adjust position. The 2 Racing Points still at it together. Biofreak is still racing down. Slots in behind Tanker 903. Try and get 4 position check. Oh, we just see the Williams of Tynus there trying to make a move on Delange. Sorry, it was on Matty, and he does. He makes the move stick, so fair play from Delange there. So Ixfun is up 4 positions, as is Matty, our new driver. I've seen a bit of action there at the back. What happened at the back there? Looks like a good race, just went a little bit wide. All tangled at the back there. The 2 McLarens racing after the pack there. So unfortunate stuff that we've got Tony Y under pressure from his teammate, as Mr. Steen is still leading this race, and Mr. Steen is getting a bit of a sizable lead now, still lap 1. As we're seeing the Mercedes of Ixfun just going a little bit wide in the background there. And we've got the Warislander all over the back of Biofreak. Is he going to make a move? Not quite close enough to make a move there from our championship leader. But we're just seeing Ixfun all over the back of Warislander. He's picking up the slipstream as we complete lap 1. DRS not activated yet. We've got another 2 laps before we see DRS activated. You'll see Tony Y getting out of shape there. Tony Y, those tyres are going to be heating up really quickly. The hotter those tyres gets, the worse the degradation will be. He'll be sliding all over the place. I see Ixfun just go to the right, just having a little bit of a nudge round the side of Warislander. Yellow flag in sector 1. So look at Mr. Steen. He's getting a sizable lead there. Fair play to Mr. Steen. Tanker 903, not too far behind him, 1.6 seconds behind him. Tony Y is only 1 second behind his teammate. As we see Ixfun is all getting really happy there. Did we see contact? I thought we saw contact there from Ixfun and Delange, but everyone's still racing. We've still got all 13 racers. Who else have we got making a move? We've got MJ Coupe on the back of Delange. Not quite. Not quite, but yeah, I thought he was making a move there. So it looks like everyone's just settling into their race pace. 1 more lap to go and we will have DRS. Biofreak, less than half a second now. Tanker 903 setting the fastest lap of a 1:32.820. And the Warislander all over the back. He moves right. Is he going to make it stick? He goes to the inside line. He gets it. He makes the move. Brilliant move from the Warislander. Absolute fantastic stuff from him. Can he keep it now going down the second DRS zone? It's not activated as of yet. Oh, yes, it is. DRS opens. So you get that Ixfun all over the back of Biofreak. As we come through that twisty tight section of 5, 6 and 7. Heavy braking zone of 8. What's going to happen here? Takes it easy. Looks like everyone's just settling down, but Ike's Fun is putting some serious pressure on the back of Biofreak. Tony White's dropped down to P3 now on those soft tyres. 3-second time penalty for LJ Coupe. Multiple warnings. So looks like MJ Coupe's racing very hard, trying to catch up that mid-pack. Oh, we've got Biofreak making a move. Oh, I missed it. Biofreak made a move. And Tony White's gone off. I just missed that. I do apologise, guys. I did see Biofreak making a move. It looks like Tony White 10-second time penalty, extreme track limits. I'm not sure that's going to stick. But we'll have to see exactly what happened there. It looks like Biofreak was making a move. And contact may have been there, pushing Tony White off the track. Meg Lucky also picking up a time penalty. Tony White picking up a time penalty, speeding the pit lane. So it looks like, oh, we've got another contact. Oh, we've got hectic situations down there. Not entirely sure what happened, but the two Toro Rossos are now racing together. And Warrislander's lost out there. Warrislander's lost out, as has DeLange. Tynus, DeLange's dropping down. Looks like he's got he's got a flappy wing there. Captain Stiff's now all over the back of him. I think Captain Stiff avoided that situation. Tony White has retired, so Tony White has retired from the race. Unfortunate from him. Yeah, so we did have a bit of contact. I'm not sure what turn that was. It may have been coming through turn 13, possibly. So unfortunate stuff there. So checking in with our race leader, Mr. Steen. He's looking really tidy on those medium tyres. We've got Tanker 903, not too far behind him. It's only a second and a half. And then moving back, we've got Ike's Fun, 3.5 seconds behind him. Our new driver, Matty UTM, in the Toro Rosso, another 3.3 behind him. But then chasing him down, all Matty can see in his side mirrors is the Warrislander getting closer and closer. And then just behind Warrislander, nipping at his heels, is Biofreak. Less than half a second, he's going to get DRS on the Warrislander. And then behind Biofreak, you've got Tynus. Tynus is going to make a move. Is he going to make the stick into turn 1? We'll soon see. Let's go to broadcast view. No. Oh, is he? Oh. I thought he was going to make a move there. He's on the softer, grippier tyre, but he thought better of it. We've got DeLange also making a move now on the back of Tynus. He's on the medium tyre. So oh no, make contact! Oh, we see a late lunge by DeLange and they make contact again. Oh, that looked like DeLange made a very late call. I can't really make comment, but it did look like DeLange did a very late lunge on Tynus. I do suspect DeLange's got wing damage on his left front wing. Yeah, he has. He's missing a plate. He's going again though. He is going again. He's going to get DRS. It opens up. Will he make it to the next corner ahead of Tynus? And what's he like going through this corner? Looks like Tynus might have damage as well because he's going super wide there. Let's just ride on board with Tynus. I can't really see his wing. Yeah, he's missing wing. Yeah, he's missing damage. So the both races have got damage. It looks about equal damage, but you never can tell. So Tynus and DeLange going hard racing here. Looks like DeLange just got a little bit too hot into that corner, trying to make that lunge. Some unfortunate stuff from DeLange and Tynus there. Not what we want to see. However, Biofreak, rear flap opens up, chasing down the Warrislander. Lap 6 now. Beautiful aerial shot there of Biofreak. Just go a little bit wide. Warrislander taking the optimal line. And again, Biofreak's going a little bit wide there. So, has Biofreak gone a little bit too hard on those medium tyres? Is he starting to feel the warmth of the desert circuit at Bahrain playing havoc on his tyres? Could this hard racing force our racers to go from a 1-stop to a 2-stop? As we see again, Biofreak going wide. Biofreak going wide again. It looks like he's struggling. So just up ahead we can see our new driver of Matty UTM. The Weislander's just 2 seconds behind him. Looking down the order, it looks like Biofreak and the Weislander are our closest battle that we have. We'll soon see exactly what happens, and when he catches up, he's going to get DRS. He's gone through the DRS detection zone just there. As he crosses his board coming up, the white board on the left, you will see his rear flap open up. You hear it bleep. There you go, it is open. Don't think it'll be close enough to make a move. But just at the back, you've got Captain Stiff, now within 1 second of Biofreak. So Captain Stiff, absolutely fantastic on those hard tyres. The hard tyres are more resilient. They do suffer less degradation. They're not affected as much by the heat that's transferred to the tyres through racing. You can push them a little bit harder. So Captain Stiff, I think he's up, is it 6 positions now? I think he is. Let's just see, position changes. Yeah, 6 positions he's up. So yeah, fair play from Captain Stiff. He's going to push those tyres as hard as he can, all the way to probably, I'd say, lap 18. If you can get them that far. You've got to remember he's had heavy fuel loads on those hard tyres. It's going to play havoc with him. You would normally get about 22 laps out of those if you chose them as a second stint. But DRS opens up for Captain Stiff. He moves left a little bit. I think missed it. He's looking very tight, he's Captain Stiff. Fair play from him. He's putting some serious pressure on Biofreak. He's got to defend here. He really is. He moves to the right. Late braking. Will he get it? Decides against it. Fair play. Nice fair racing. No point risking it because he's up 6 positions. Gets the DRS. Stays in slipstream. Will he arrive first in turn 1? He moves to the right. Late braking. And decides against it again. But we've got Biofreak all on the back of the Weislander. Is Captain Stiff waiting for Biofreak to touch the Weislander? Is he hoping for a mistake? Biofreak, 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. And he goes wide. I think Biofreak's seriously suffering with those tyres. We keep seeing Biofreak go wide. Has he gone too hard too soon? As we see Captain Stiff all over the back of Biofreak as they come to the heavy braking zone of turn 8. Now, could we see Biofreak go wide at turn 10? No, he brakes early. Fair play. He thinks about it. DRS opens up for Captain Stiff and Biofreak. Weislander could get jumped here within the next couple of laps. Interesting stuff from these 3 races here, but we've still got the likes of Mr. Steel leading the race, followed by Tank and Anna 3, then Ixfun, then Matty UTM. Mr. Steel and Tank and 903 still staying pretty close together. Just over a second for Tank and 903. Oh, here we go for Captain Stiff. Looks like he's got it this time. No, he's dropping back. Let's ride on board with him. He had it set to overtake, but not quite enough. So, let's just see. So, Biofreak is not deploying. He's saving his energy there, look. And he's changed it up to overtake. Captain Stiff is saving his. And again, he goes a little bit wide, Biofreak. Goes a little bit wide. Absolutely fantastic racing. Biofreak, Captain Stiff, Weislander. Absolutely brilliant stuff. So these 3 constantly in the battle. We've not seen any position changes yet, but I think Captain Stiff's gearing up for it. And we're bound to see something change between these 3. Oh, Biofreak goes for it, but then has to brake and get out of it. So Captain Stiff has now taken position back from Biofreak. Oh, so did we see a bit of a late braking manoeuvre from Biofreak? He had to back out of it and go wide. It looked like he wanted to get right on the back of him. I think Wieslander just had a bit of conservative braking, tried to look after his tyres, and Prix got caught out and had to bail out of that position and take the wider route to avoid hitting the Wieslander. So Captain Stiff now up into P6, chasing down the Wieslander. He's all over the back of him. Both on the same tyres, both on hards. We can check that. I think they are. They're both on hards. Detail frame, got that wrong. Tyre. Yep, they're both on. Oh no, so Captain Stiff on hards and the Wieslander on mediums. This is interesting. So the Wieslander, 10 laps now. Probably got another 6 laps to go before he's going to pit. Wieslander is good at oinking out his tyres. So probably lap 16, 17. Whereas Captain Stiff is probably going to go a little bit later. So Captain Stiff is showing mechanical problems. Could that be his wing? The wing looks good though. The wing looks good. As you saw Wieslander there, just switched left before he took that right. That left the right-hander, that preloads the left tyre for the right-hand turn. It gets the load heavy on the left tyre, adds more grip to the initial turning. And again, you see, it goes left before it turns right, it just loads that outside tyre. So brilliant tactic from the Wieslander, and he comes into the pit, he's coming into the pit, so Captain Stiff is now released on those hard tyres. As we see, the Wieslander coming with some fresh set of tyres. Much earlier than I imagined. I was expecting like 14, 15 for him. But he's going to go those hard tyres and then do 18 laps on the hards for the Wieslander. So I imagine towards lap 24, 25, we'll see the Wieslander come back towards Captain Stiff. So it's going to be interesting to see where the Wieslander and Captain Stiff come out together towards the end of the second stint. So interesting stuff from these guys. Checking in our race leader, Mr. Steen. He's done 11 laps on those medium tyres. So he's doing really well, but he's not got to battle anyone. He's in clean air. He can take the pace he wants. Now a second and a half in front of Tanker 903. He's also in clean air. A second and a half, yeah, I class that as clean air. Yeah, he's in a good position there. So is Tanker 903 just sitting back, not really pushing? Let's go to Tanker 903, so he's doing the ERS. Yep, back down to 0. So yeah, I think Tanker 903 is just sitting pretty. He's not really panicking, he's not really pushing. He's taking it nice and easy, look after those tyres. No, he's in. I got it wrong, he's in. Wow. So that releases Steen. So Steen on those tyres, he's been out in clean air. He's staying out. So could we see Tanker 903 try and jump Mr. Steen? But I don't see Mr. Steen coming in anytime soon. I really don't. He's looking really, really nice on those medium tyres. I can't see why Steen had come in. Done 12 laps. So yeah, 17 laps for the hards when he comes in. This could be a turning point. This really could. Got Biofreak and Delanga in the pits, MG Cooper in the pits, Meglup in the pits, all designed to come in the pits. So, could this be Mr. Steen's brilliant tactic of staying out in clean air? Or could we see the undercut play a massive part in the strategy? I wish I could see the map graphic on track to give you an indication of exactly where people are. The one thing we're missing in the commentary box would be great to see, but we don't have it, unfortunately. So the Wieslander's out now. He's in P7. Nick is going to pit soon. Tanker 903's come out. Let's just see about where he is. Yellow flag is set to 1. Looks like Mr. Steen's gone for another. Yeah, Mr. Steen's in. He is in. He is in. So we've got Matt coming past on those medium tyres. Now takes the lead. Not pitted yet. So we see our new race leader. He will drop back when he pits though. Captain Stiff. 12 laps on those hards. Probably going to go, what do you think, guys? Let us know in the comment section. What is it going to go on these hard tyres? 16 laps? Maybe more. Could he even go to soft tyres if he yanked it out even more? Very interesting to see. So Steen is out on those fresh tyres. 14 seconds behind Matty. But he's obviously going to retake the lead because the likes of Matty and Captain Steve do have to pit. Then you've got Tankanana 3 all over the back of Mr. Steen. So Tankanana 3 couldn't quite make the undercut, unfortunately. So everyone's now pitted, apart from Nick and Captain Stiff. Let's just see how Captain Stiff doing on those hard tyres. No major overslip, no major rear axle movement. It's looking good. He's got a full battery, so Matty's in. Matty has now come in. He's in for some fresh tyres, so that releases Captain Stiff. He's got a full battery, so I imagine Captain Stiff is saving that battery until he starts getting the degradation take effect. He's use that ERS deployment to keep the lap times up. This could be clever stuff from Captain Stiff, really could. Mr. Steen 7 seconds behind him. There's about a 16-second pit stop time here. So Matty's now up behind, he slots in behind Nick, who's not pitted yet. This could be a brilliant race, opening race for Matt. Let's just see position change. So he started 12th, so yeah, this could be absolutely fantastic from the likes of Matty UTM, who's now pitted and he's got on hard tyres. He's going to go to the end on these hard tyres. We've still got the likes of Nick and Captain Steve to pit. This could be a podium for my UTM. This really could. So, wow, brilliant stuff from our new racer Matty in the Toro Rosso. To the back of Mr. Steen. Rear wing opens. Is he closest to make a move? I don't think he is. Mr. Steen defends on the inside line. It's side by side. It's the two Ronnies. Not quite ahead. But now he's got the other line. He's going. Oh, he had the inside line going back at him, but he brought out of it. Excuse me, guys. He backed out of it, thought better of it. Tankanana 3's got almost zero battery left. Whereas Mr. Steen has been more conservative with his battery. He's got more to deploy, so it's going to be better for defending. But again, Tankanana 3 all over the back of Mr. Steen. When are we going to see him, Captain Stiff pit? When are we going to see him pit? You can see him there. You got the likes of Meg Lugby just in the back. He's down a lap. Only one retirement so far, and that's Tony Wise. We saw that tangle. I believe it was turn 13. Still within about a half a second, so still in DRS range. Rear flap opens. Is he going to be closer this time? Can he make it stick? Steen goes inside again to cover. Move. Oh, he's going to try and go for the inside line in the corner too. No, not quite there. But he will get the DRS coming through here. Rear wing opens again. It's only a short DRS zone. Not quite closer to make a move happen. Looks like he closed the wing a little bit early just to help the brake in there for Tankanana 3. brilliant aerial shot there. Absolute fantastic shot. As we come down towards that lucid corner of turn 8. Super close now for Tanker 903. He's chomping away at them 10s. Tricky turn of 9 and 10. DRS will open again, once again. DRS opens up. Is he going to be close enough? Meg Luppy has left. Meg Luppy has left the session. Not sure what happened there. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. So it looks like we've had an incident for Meg Luppy. Unfortunate to lose him at this stage of the race. We're just coming past the half race distance as Tanker 903 is all over the back of Mr. Steen. As we approach turn 14 and 15, coming down the home finish straight. DRS again opens up. He's a little bit closer this time. Steen defends on the right. I think Tanker 903's got this done now, because he's going to brake and get the inside line for turn 2. Oh, he pushes him out. Oh, he gets it. He does, he gets the inside line. He's through. He's through. Oh no, they touch. No. Oh, they touch coming through turn 3. But Tanker 903 is now in the lead, but it looked like they just got a little bit close coming through turn 2, and then again into turn 3. Tanker 903 is officially in the lead because Captain Stiff will have to pit. He's done 16 laps on those hard tyres as Captain Stiff. Am I right in what I said before? Is he going to go into those soft tyres and try and make the time up at the end? I think it's about 16 seconds for a pit stop here, so he's going to probably drop down probably around the Wireslanders area. Maybe just in front of Wireslander, so I imagine we will see Captain Stiff come into the pit, I'd say on the end of this lap. "12 laps on softs, it is possible. I'd say it's possible. It may even extend it another lap. 8 seconds adrift of Tanker 903, so yeah. Could very well happen. Is he coming in? He's staying out. He's staying out. Could this be an absolute A-game strategy from Captain Stiff, who's going to go, I would imagine, onto the soft, drop down around Eichsford Wireslander, and then absolute ink out some amazing last lap times. I'm losing words here, guys. I'm trying to keep up with all this. I do apologise, but I'm just trying to keep track of who's going to be up front, who's going to be. So Nick J. Thompson comes out now on some fresh mediums, dropping behind the Lange maybe. Yeah, I think he's just behind the Lange. Ah, no, he's come behind MJ Coop. Unfortunate for Nick. So just on board with Eichsford. 5 laps on those hard tyres. Just watching on board with Tynus Optional, who is less than a second behind MJ Coop. MJ Coop's on fresh tyres though. He's on 6 lap hards against his 12 lap mediums. Oh, Tynus just going wide there. Maybe he's got a little bit of rear axle happy there. Fire Freak, he's on the back of the Wireslander. What's he going to do? Fire Freak's got 1 lap life tyre better than Wireslander. Oh, getting a bit close there. He's having a sniff. He can see what he had for breakfast. Does he want a bite of it? Does he like the taste? Not quite, he didn't get served, it did not get served, breakfast is delayed. DRS opens though. Is he going to be close enough? He's got the overtake button deployed. Drops it back down, thinks better of it. He's going to try again the second DRS zone. Puts it, yep. Gets the slipstream, DRS will open up now. Back up to 4 I imagine, yep, goes the overtake. Not going to be quite close enough yet. Absolute brilliant stuff from Biofreak and Wireslander. Absolute fantastic stuff. So as this race gets towards the last third of the race distance, I'm not sure we're going to see Wildlander equal that 5 consecutive wins in a row. So if you just look at the top 5 players, we've got Captain Stiff who's going to have to come in. And I think I'm right, he's going to come in for soft. He's got 10 laps left. He's not come in yet though. Just coming down turn 14 now. Surely he's going to come in now. Yep, he's coming in. There you go. Captain Stiff is in the pits. Here we go. So 10 laps to go. Captain Stiff in for fresh softs. Let's hope I'm right. I think I'm right. Can't see him going to mediums. Yeah, that's soft tyres. I was right. Soft tyres for Captain Stiff. So we're going to see Captain Stiff be seriously competitive towards the end. We'll have to see where he comes out, but Tanker 93 is now released. We've got the likes of Matty, who is now 7 seconds behind Tanker 903, on for a brilliant podium. If you can keep this to the end, this is going to be fantastic. Ike's won nearly 4 seconds behind him. He's a lap down on tyre life. He's on 7 laps on those hard tyres. So Captain Stiff just slots in behind the Wildlander, who's going to be on some serious pressure now. Absolutely fantastic from Captain Stiff. This could be Captain Stiff's race of the season. If you're listening afterwards, Captain Stiff, I think this has been your race of the season, mate. Absolutely fantastic. You're chasing after these two. These two have been hard at it. You're on fresh tyres. This could very well be the strategy of the season. I really do think that. So he's going to get awesome traction and DRS. Wildlander's up some serious pressure here. Surely this is going to be an overtake from Captain Stiff. He moves left. He's going to go late braking. He's going to be clean. No, he thinks, excuse me, thinks better of it. When will Captain Stiff make this move stick? When will it happen? Here we go. He's on the right hand side. Late braking. No, thinks better of it. He wants to protect that position. No risky move from Captain Stiff today. He's got a clean head. DRS will open. This is going to be it, surely. He has. He's got it done. He's got it done. Fair play to Captain Stiff. The only question is, will these soft tyres last it to the end to then protect that position? But he's now got Biofreak in his sights. Just a mere 1 second up the road is Biofreak. Absolute fantastic. So we've had some epic battles here. So just looking at the driver standings as we speak, if Tanker 903 finished in first place, that would drop him up 16 points, probably around 9th place. Matty, our new driver, that would bring him out of last and bring him up to around 13th place. And Tanker 903, yeah, he's jumped up. And then Ike's Fun is on 15 points. That would drop him up, probably just behind No Fudge in 11th place. May have got that wrong. Quick 2 plus 2 quick maths and all that. Not great at it on the fly. But yeah, Captain Stiff has now come up to the back of Biofreak. He's joined the buffet car. He's having a look at breakfast and he's thinking, yeah, I'll have a bite of that. Is he going to make it? Is he going to make it stick at the turn 1? DRS open. The grippier tyre. Late braking. He does. Oh, we have the inside line coming out of it though. Yep, he's got a big bite of breakfast. Oh, he's chomping it down. He's enjoyed it. Yep, full breakfast served and finished. And he's now on to the back of Ike's Fun. He's got a lot of seconds to make up though. We've got 7 laps to go. He's 5 seconds adrift. But Ike's Fun's on the hard tyre. Could Captain Stiff get a podium here? If you're watching, let's discuss this, guys. If you're talking about the race, let's start discussing Captain Stiff and whether he's going to be able to get a podium, because he looks like he's eating away at those temps. He's catching, he really is. So could he actually get a podium here? I'm going to actually put down right now Captain Stiff for driver of the day, because this is absolutely fantastic stuff from Captain Stiff. Let's just double check exactly where he started. So detail, position change, 9 positions for Captain Stiff. So yeah, 13th position for Captain Stiff, absolutely fantastic. If he can get a podium here, I will literally stand up and clap as he comes across the line. I really will. So just looking down now, we've got Biofreak still trying to chase back Captain Stiff, but Captain's got that lead, that trail down to 4.7. Tankanano 3 still sitting pretty, 7 seconds in front of Matty, who's then 3.5 seconds in front of Ike's Fun. Captain Stiff, those temps are coming down and down and down. I imagine Biofreak's been a little bit panicked by that, and he's just probably pushing harder and harder on those hard tyres. They are more resilient for degradation. He can push the tyre temperatures a little bit higher than he can, than Captain Stiff can. But yeah, lighter fuel loads for Captain Stiff. Those soft tyres are going to be in those prime element. 4.1 for Captain Stiff, 3.9. He's coming and coming and coming. What is going to happen here? I'm getting excited here. We've only got 6 laps left. 6 laps. Can Captain Stiff get a podium? Come on, lads. I'd be so impressed if Captain Stiff get a podium here. I'm getting so excited for this. Absolute fantastic stuff. Biofreak now dropped down behind the 1 second mark, so he's lost DRS. 3.7 for Captain Stiff and closing. Those times are coming down and down and down. This is absolute fantastic stuff. I'm getting so excited here. I hope I'm not breaking the audio, but yeah. Let's just ride on board with Captain Stiff. Let's just see what he's doing. Cutting the curb nice there. Oinks it up to 3 on the RS. He won't have DRS, he's not within the 1 second mark, but yeah, he's been really, really good with the RS here. Really good ERS strategy. Not going up to 4, going to 3, not deploying too much. Saving some of those swishy sections. Now down to 3.7, so sitting steady. So again, could he be just settling down now, waiting for the last 3 or 4 laps, letting the front guys battle away on those hard tyres? So yeah, I've got the likes of Ike's Fun, who's got a lap advantage over Matty, who's got a 2 lap advantage over Tankanano 3. So these times for the front 4 are all coming closer and closer. No one else really close enough to make a move other than Biofreak. Oh, 3.4, and it's closing. It is closing. This could be the actual strategy of the season for Captain Stiff. I think he's already obtained driver of the day for the likes of myself. Absolute fantastic. I can't see him losing P4, but he could very well get P3 here. Again, penalties, guys. I've not been keeping track of them. I normally do, but I've not today. Could penalties play a big part in this? If Ike's Fun's got a penalty of 3 seconds and Captain Stiff hasn't got any, we could very well see Captain Stiff take a podium here. It's 2.8 seconds! 2.8 seconds of closing. The last 4 laps of this race in Bahrain, round 9 for Invictus Racing League Formula 2 performance, and it's been so exciting. Had some absolute corker battles. Got a couple of doozies, a couple of touches, a couple of bumps and knocks, but relatively clean race. It's been really good for the Formula 2 guys. I've not seen too many penalties. It's known in F2 that we love our penalties. We love cutting corners. Not intentionally, but yeah, the penalties do normally come thick and fast, but they've not been coming thick and fast today. So this is interesting. 2.5 seconds and closing. Oh, I'm getting so excited for this. Brilliant. So yeah, Biofreak's dropped down now. Those hard tyres on 13 laps, probably getting towards the higher degradation mark. The temperatures are probably climbing. The wear's probably increasing. 2.4 seconds for Captain Stiff. Tankanano 3 still sitting pretty though. It's still a good 8 seconds in front of Matty. 2.2 seconds in front of Ike's Fun. So yeah, wow. So excited for this. Last 3 laps of this race. 2.3 seconds. Come on, Captain Stiff. I'm rooting for you now, mate. I am impartial. I'm the commentator. I don't really have a favourite driver or anything like that, but I am rooting for Captain Stiff right now. Almost 2 seconds. Come on, son. You can do this. This would be the drive of the season. It really would. If Captain Stiff can get this, I'm getting really excited for this. Everyone else not really in contention for maybe Mr. Steen on those medium tyres, 7.5 medium tyres. He's only can it down behind MJ Coupe, who's on no assist this season. So could Mr. Steen take P8 from MJ Coupe? It's getting there. It's getting exciting, guys. It really is. Almost breaking that 2 second mark for the likes of Captain Stiff and Ike's Fun. So Captain Stiff and Ike's Fun pushing up to Matty UTM. You saw them in the same shot together and the same screen there. This is how exciting it is. They can smell the fumes of each other coming off the back of the car. Oh, wow. Let's just see with Matty. What's Matty doing? Is Matty looking all right? Let's see what he does as he comes around this tricky S section. He's looking conservative. I think he's struggling here. Yeah, he's struggling. Matty's struggling. Oh, yeah, definitely struggling. So, Ike's Fun. How's he doing? Not looking too bad apart from the audio glitching, but yeah, he's looking pretty good there. Captain Stiff, he's there, you can see him, you can see him. 1.5 seconds, 2.5 laps to go. Come on, Captain Stiff, you can do this. Absolute fantastic stuff here. Mr. Steen, 7/10 behind MJ Coupe. He could do this as well. He really could. Let's just have a quick check of Mr. Steen. Yeah, he can. He could do this. He could very well do this. For the likes of MJ Coupe, who started. Oh, Steen could very well get the overtake of the season for this. See how he's gone on the inside. Coupe does it well, though. Coupe defends well, takes the inside line. Absolutely fantastic stuff from Mr. Steen and MJ Coupe. We got Captain Stiff on the back of Ike's Fun. Oh, here we go, guys. Oh, he's all over the back of him. He's joining the buffet car. He's come for breakfast. He can smell what he's had. Is he going to take a big bite? Not just yet. Not just yet. He's just getting his sauce ready, putting it on the side, ready to dip it. This is the tension is unbearable, absolutely unbearable. Less than 4 temps. So Steen and Coupe still fighting 2 temps. I'm gonna have to switch between these two guys. I'm sorry, I know there's 2 battles going on. I'm trying to keep a track of both of them for you, and I will jump to the one that I think is going to make a move. I think Captain Stiff is going to make a move at the turn 1. Not quite close enough. Is he going to make a late move? Oh! How close could that be? Oh! Oh, there must have been a Rizzler paper between the front wing and the rear wing of Captain Stiff and Ike's Fun there, but as he's right on board with Captain Stiff as he comes round now. He's looking. Is he going to get him in the braking zone of turn 8? Maybe not. Ike's Fun's feeling the pressure here. Lap 28. A lap and a half to go. See a bit of oversteer from both the drivers there. Looks like Steen, I missed it with Steen, he's past MJ Coupe. Steen is past MJ Coupe. The ERS will open up for Captain Stiff here. Knock it up to 4 ERS, he does. Not going to be quite close, I don't think. It's a late braking move. Is it worth it? No. Thinks better of it. So yeah, defending to Captain Stiff has dropped Ike's Fun back to 3 seconds from Matty UTM. I'm pretty certain we're going to see Captain Stiff get past him. He's going to pick his spot. He's literally hanging onto the back of him like a runaway toddler. He's got his hood. He's stopping him going because he's going to have to defend. So yeah, Captain Stiff is surely going to get this. He's searching that slipstream. But see, Captain Stiff now depleted most of his DRS trying to get Ike's Fun. Is he going to do it? He's going to do it. No, not quite. Not quite. This is the last lap. I normally go to the leader of the race, but I'm going to stay with Captain Stiff because this is phenomenal racing catching an Icefun. And she's hit with Icefun. What is battery? So yeah, Icefun's got a little bit more battery to deploy, not much. Where can Captain Stiff get back? Will it be down the 13-14? I think it will be. He's coming down now towards turn 9 and 10, the tricky braking zone. Can Captain get on the back of him and put some pressure on him? Let's just see what happens as we come through the next DRS zone. Cut it. It does cut it, yeah. Short shifts and goes up. DRS opens up. He's on field for ERS. He's dropped back a little bit here. But again, penalties as Icefun kept it clean. Oh, Icefun goes a little bit wide there. Almost gets the curb. Going down to turn 12. Into 13. I'm not sure he's going to be able to do this. Penalties could play it though. Penalties could play it. Racing on towards 14. He's going to make the pass on the track. But Tank 3 comes across the line for a beautiful win there. Matty comes across the line. Captain Stiff gets it! Captain Stiff takes P3 for Icefun because of penalties. I can't believe it. Absolute fantastic drive of the season for Captain Stiff. There you go. Well done, Captain Stiff. Absolute fantastic drive. Matty UTM, again, I'll clap you as well, mate. You made him drive for Invictus Racing League and you got a P2. So absolute fantastic stuff. We've got Tank 3 taking the win. Matty UTM taking his maiden podium. And Captain Stiff with an absolute fantastic strategy. Hard to soft. Who could have seen that happening? Who could have seen that? Icefun drops down to P4. Biofreak drops down to P5. So some notes, guys. Tanker, Matty, and Captain Stiff. Absolutely fantastic. So I'll just wait for the standings to come back up to run through with the guys that are watching. But absolute fantastic stuff there. Sorry if I broke the audio getting excited there towards the end, but I couldn't believe what we saw from Captain Stiff. Absolute fantastic strategy. So Tank 3 takes the top spot. Matty takes P2, and then Captain Stiff with that fantastic hard to soft strategy in P3. Absolute fantastic stuff there. Absolutely brilliant. I loved every second of that. So I'll break the visuals while I invite these guys in, because I definitely want to hear from these guys. Invite players. I can hear, buddy. Yeah, just bear with me. So invite the rest of the guys in. Matty. It's okay, Tango. Just bear with me, guy, while I invite Captain Stiff. Ah, fantastic, mate. We'll get to that in a second, mate. Just bear with me. Just bear with me, mate. I'm just going to message a few people because I can't find Captain Stiff. So for our listeners, if you are listening, just bear with me while I invite our podium sitters. Yeah, I can't find Captain Stiff. Right, just bear with me. I'm just going to make a quick message. Right, okay, I've just sent a message to the guys. So, Tanker, how you doing, buddy? You all right? Mate, what a race. That was fantastic from you, mate. So, yeah, just... Yeah, we saw that. Yeah, we won't go into that because that's for the stewards if need be. So we won't touch on any incidents, but what we will say is it was still an absolute fantastic race from you, mate. Nice one-stop strategy. How was the race for you, mate? Yeah. So was it pretty straightforward for you then? Yeah, I mean, it was really hard following, to be honest with you, because there was quite a few strategy calls that you may not have seen, but the likes of Captain Stiff, who managed to get P3 in the end, he did a hard to soft strategy. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I was watching Captain Stiff from about maybe lap 12, and I was thinking, yeah, maybe he's going to go on the softs, and I did call it right. He did go on the softs, and he made an amazing, an absolute amazing podium behind you guys. I think Eichsman just lost P3 to Captain Stiff, but our new driver Matt was P2 behind you. He made a great start as well. Were you worried about Matt, or were you, because you looked comfortable with about 7-second lead in front of Matt? Were you worried at all, or do you think you could keep that lead to the finish? Yeah. So I'll just invite Captain Stiff into the mix. Bear with me, mate. Yeah, I've just seen that. So it's unfortunate from Mark, because I would love to hear from him, because he's our new driver. Absolutely fantastic. So great, great maiden voyage for Matt. Absolutely fantastic from him. I'm struggling to find Captain Stiff. Bear with me. Won't be a sec, mate. Ah, there we go. So I just sent an invitation to Captain Stiff. We'll just hear from him in a second. And there we go. I believe we have Captain Stiff on board now.
All here.
Oh, wow. Wow. So come on, give us a rundown on that, Captain Stiff. Hards to softs. Who could have predicted that?
Yeah, well, I thought I'd have to risk it starting towards the back. I knew that I'd have the advantage being able to start on fresh tyres, and yeah, I was on 70% at the end of both stints, so it was risky, but it was worth it. It's a shame. I reckon I probably could have caught Matty at the end, but I got stuck behind IXE for a while. It was a little bit of a rolling roadblock. So yeah, could have got second, but happy with third.
Yeah, well, we was following you for quite a while towards the end, Captain Stiff. Literally, I think I broke the mic towards the end, because I called your strategy about 6 laps before you came in. I predicted you'd extend the hards and go into the softs. You did exactly that. And then when you were catching Ix1, we didn't know about penalties. I expected you to get in front of Ix1, to be honest with you, but it looked like you were going for the overtakes, but deciding not to go for the dive bombs, which was very sensible. It was quite evident that you were trying to stay sensible. But did you know that Ix1 had a penalty, or did you not?
Yeah, I knew that IX had a couple of penalties, and equally he was lagging out a little bit on track, so it was hard to kind of really throw up the inside, because I wasn't quite sure if he'd lag spike into me. But then equally, aero around here is so crucial. You can't pick up front wing damage, because you just lose so much time. So I'd rather have just kind of like got the move done as and when. He was going deep into a couple of corners towards the end of the race, so I thought I'll just pick my place and send it down the inside when I had enough room to get it done cleanly.
Yeah, so as well, our new driver Matt, fantastic maiden voyage from him, P2 on his first outing in Invictus. That's pretty good for him, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's good to see new guys joining the league and being successful, because obviously it means that there's more talent going forward and makes the racing more exciting, because you've got a load of fast guys in there. But obviously Tanker was on a different pace to everyone else tonight, and yeah, when I was out there on the hards, I thought, well, I think he had about 7 seconds back to me, and I thought, oh, I don't, even on the softs, I don't think I'm going to catch him. But yeah, I thought Matt, Matt was in striking range, but yeah, Tanker was well off into the distance.
Yeah, so it's absolutely fun. I can't wait to watch that back, to be honest with you. It's hard commentating, because you're giving all the action out, but you kind of forget what you see. You don't watch it in the raw form. So I'm looking forward to watching it back. I'm sure you are too, Captain Stiff. And I've already dubbed that as one of your finest races of the season, if not the race of the season from any racer so far. I've put you down for the commentator's choice for driver of the day. I don't think anybody can argue that. That was a fantastic race from yourself, mate, so fair play. And again, Tanker 903, not to take anything away from you, my friend. Absolute fantastic win there, mate. You stopped the likes of the Wowslander taking the equal record for 5 races in a row. So fair play for stopping the Wowslander. But yeah, fantastic race, Tanker. And Captain Stiff again, absolute fantastic strategy, mate. I can't fault both of you for that. Pity we don't have Matt on the podium, so apologies to our race fans watching that want to hear from all the podium spots, but we can't hear from all 3. The Tanker 903, any parting shots before we leave the podiums tonight? Yeah.
Thanks very much, mate.
Steve, yourself, mate, any parting shots before we end the podiums?
Yeah, looking forward to next week. Singapore, another track that I enjoy doing, so hopefully I'll be talking to you next week.
Yeah, hopefully, mate. Hope you can keep this form on, mate. It's nice to see you on the podiums. So, guys, yeah, thank you for joining me on the podiums. Join us next week, round 10 for Singapore, eh? So, yeah, good luck to the podium finishers. Hopefully they can carry on that form. Guys, if you want to get off, I'm going to sign off from the stream. So, thank you for joining me again, and take care. But, yeah, for all our listeners out there, that was your round 9 Invictus Racing League Formula 2 performance. What an absolute race that was. Absolutely fantastic. I loved every second of it. I cannot wait for next week. And again, if you've not actually familiar with Invictus and what we offer you a full range of leagues throughout Invictus. We've got no assist league on the Monday night. Then we've also got Performance League on Tuesdays. Performance League being the guys all get allocated cars according to their last performance, whether they're fast or slow. And the cars are allocated that way. So very interesting. It adds a bit of a different theme to the racing. You don't just see the same guys in each car. So do check that out. And again, Wednesday nights, 8 p.m, we have the Formula 1, Formula 2 and Formula 3, all available on the YouTube channel. So do join us. And if you have been joining me tonight, thank you very much for watching me. But again, search on YouTube for the Formula 3 and the Formula 1 that has happened tonight. Formula 2 is the best, obviously. Always the best racing. I'm not taking it away from Formula 1, Formula 3, but absolutely amazing leagues. And of course, on Thursday nights, we have Gareth and Sab. Gareth being Captain Stiff, we just spoke to you then, and Sab, who bring us the absolute fantastic Invictus Racing League podcast, which I'm a massive fan of. I listen to it every Thursday if I can. If not, it always gets put on the train on a Monday morning when I'm coming to work. I thoroughly enjoy watching that. So guys, again, if you want to watch that, you can catch it on YouTube. You can also catch it on SoundCloud, Podbean. You can also catch it on Spotify, and of course on the YouTube channel. So guys, thank you for joining me. It's been brilliant as always. So join me again next week. Of course, we've got the Hot Laps edition that roughly happens about an hour before the main event of qualifying. So around 7 o'clock UK time, I'll be joined by the new co-host of the Warislander. We've said goodbye to Mr. P, who I thank publicly for helping me make Hot Laps the thing that it is. He started it with me, but he can no longer participate. So I'm sorry to see Mr. P go, but the Warislander takes over the reins in co-hosting that for me. So again, join me then, 7 o'clock, and for the main event at 8 o'clock on the same YouTube channel. I'm Dan, I've been your commentator today, and I will be for the rest of the season and into next season, and I'll see you next week, 7 or 8 o'clock, for the next edition of the Invictus Racing League Formula 2 Equal Performance. Thank you guys, and I'll see you again.